Now, what we're looking at here, we're not talking about dynamic entries. We're talking about you found a door open and you need to go and clear that place out. Or the front glass is busted out, the building owner's there, he lets you in, you've got to go and clear it out. Covering movement, that's one officer moves while another officer acts as a principal cover. We don't know where the threat's at, or even if there is a threat, but we don't want to be moving everybody out in the open as a target. This is actually goes back to the old military days of leapfrogging. I got you covered. Guy takes up running. What'd you say? You got to be paying attention to what's going on in front of you. It is slow and deliberate. Unlike these dynamic entries, it's slow, quiet, easy movement. Okay, cell phones. You can take them with you, but the best thing, leave them in the car. Watches, anything else that's going to make noise. I got one more, I don't wear a watch anymore. Does anybody wear a watch anymore? Oh, very few. Okay, I don't know. But anyway, you probably got yours set. Okay, I got to take my, I'm not going to say that, my aspirin at 4 o'clock, and you're in there at 3:59, and you're going down the hallway. Keys. Jingling, jangling, change in your pocket. One other thing we didn't even talk about. He's right here. Now, Stuart has got it. He's got a little earbud. He can have his radio up and he can hear, and everything's good. Even with the little other mics, you can keep them down low. These, without a mic on, just turn them way, way, way down. Because y'all already know, if I got this up loud enough for me to hear PD frequency, even on a low setting, if I'm scanning and the county key's up, what's going to happen? Man, y'all look loud. I'm not complaining. Y'all just got a real good system. Y'all look loud. So, if that's the case, at least take it off scan and keep the volume down low. Check it before you go in. Actually, whoever's leading the whole thing, check everybody out. Communications, barest essential. If you got to talk, it's real low, quiet whispers. Hand signals if possible, but let me tell you, that means come here. That's pretty much you over there. Now you can get into the fancy stuff. I got eyes on, I got eyes on. That means I see something. Okay, here's the thing. We can pretty much stop. Everybody knows stop. All these are the simple ones. Keep them simple. Because let me tell you, if you do it by shift, let's say each shift were to go, okay, these are going to be our hand signals. We'd have 4 different hand signals. And then when somebody is working on another shift and they have to use them, they don't know it. So just keep it simple. This is one we really screw up on. We eliminate other officers. We're stacked up behind this door and we're going to come here and check this room out. As soon as that first officer comes around, the officer right behind him has got his flashlight on and makes him into a nice silhouette. So watch out where you're lighting up. Okay, this room's dark, the hallway's light, and you come in. Y'all remember from your academy days, what is this called? Fatal funnel. Get away from this as fast as you can. We learned that at the school, but that was a different scenario too. But get away from that fatal funnel. Use available lighting when you can. I mean, if there's enough light that you can see, use it. Ceiling lights, if they're on, leave them on unless it's going to backlight you. Secure the perimeter. Well, let me ask you this. This building right here, how many people is it going to take to secure the perimeter of this building? Minimum. Minimum of 2. You can put one at that corner and one at that corner, or vice versa. And you got eyes on If you're on that corner, you got eyes on the back and one side, so that's good. Okay, how many people does that leave us now on an average shift to search the building? 2. Yeah. Not enough. Hello, Terrell County. Are we getting the units available? So, right there for a good appropriate number of officers. Okay, this is an easy building to do that. Okay, we've already been out to Terrell Middle High. How many is it going to take to secure the perimeter of that place? You're going to need 1, 2, 3. I mean, we're looking at 10 just on the perimeter. Easy. That's easy. Do not contaminate the entry point. 2 reasons. It says K9 may be utilized. That's true, but let's look at the other reason. Investigators are going to be coming. So if they came in through this window right here, we don't want to be putting our hands where their hands may have been, contaminating, any fingerprints or any trace evidence like they cut themselves on it, and then you cut yourself on it. Also, K9 may be used. So once the inside, that perimeter is secure, there's no need to hurry. We've got time now. Once we got the perimeter secured, we've got time. Unless we got 3 more calls backed up and we got to do something right then. And of course, unless there's an active shooter, and we already know what we're going to do on that. Okay, number 1, formulate that plan. Same as we did with the active shooter, we got to start on that. We were doing that at a slower pace, so it allowed us time to formulate a plan. Look at the entry point, your search pattern, and your search pattern is going to be dependent on the number of officers you got, and that's also going to determine their assignment. What is their responsibility in this search? Proper equipment, flashlights, weapons, shotguns, rifles, etc. Here's the thing. Now, we're going room to room. I've tried doing some of these, y'all. Pistol's hard enough. Shotgun, moving, tight quarters, same with the rifle. They're difficult to maneuver with. If you got enough personnel, your 2nd man, your 3rd man, 5th man, whatever, if you got enough, can have, one of these other weapons. So. Radio. We've already talked about the problems with, going in with noise, but also we run into something inside. Somebody should be designated to handle communications. Because we start getting into some mess and 3 people are keying up, it's not going to do us any good. They're not going to be hearing anything. How many of y'all have a BOB, a bob, a bailout bag? Really? Good deal. Bailout bag. We're going to get off the subject here just a little bit, but let's talk about a bailout bag. Some bare essentials to have while you're on duty. First thing, let's talk about water. Well, you go, yeah, but I can get a drink anywhere in town. Yeah, okay, you're now down at, let me get a good spot here. P&O. You're down in P&O, you got a barricaded subject there. You're on the back side of Pearson Drive, which is woods. It's the middle of summer, and you can't leave. You're there an hour. Not too bad. 2 hours. Times are tough. 3 hours. Okay, now 3 hours you're in deep duty. Dehydrating. You should have water, Gatorade, whatever. It's not cold. Okay, it's not cold. I'd rather, you still got to have fluids. Something to eat. The chief will bring us something out, right?
Yeah, and then we have that water canteen out there too.
That's still going to have people, runners to get this stuff back and forth. Energy bars and stuff that's got a long shelf life, stuck, you can just throw them in there. Mention you're on the backside of Pearson Drive now in the woods. You might want to have a roll of toilet paper in there. I'm serious. Oh, mosquito spray. They'll eat you up back there. Change of, if nothing else, a change of t-shirt. Just something else, because you've been back there hot and sweaty. So
Yeah.
nobody wants to see this fat old belly, but you know, it comes off. Get some ventilation. Put you on a dry t-shirt underneath it. Feel like $100. Baby wipes. You know, these little handy wipe things. All these kind of little things can make your life a whole lot better if you ever get stuck out somewhere. Okay, let's talk about weapons position while we're moving through the building. Two-handed, what they call them, gun ready. Weapon is in a two-handed grip. It's suppressed past 45 degrees. Fancy way of saying it's down to right here. Finger, of course, is off the trigger. And when needed, the weapon's brought up. And it looks something like this. I mean, y'all are used to that one, right? There's nothing wrong with that, except, well, let's look at their, and I'll go with it. Advantages, it's easily learned. It's normal shooting position for most officers, because I mean, you're trained to do that. More accurate for most officers, because from here, now they say swing it up. I don't like the swing up. I like it coming from here and then just punched out, but that's okay. Disadvantages, both hands are used. You come to that door, you got to open it. So going back to one hand. You can't fire from this position. You can't do anything from right here. It's got to come back up. It's not retention oriented for this reason. You're moving along, and we're scanning. You come to the doorway. If you go slightly past, somebody's got your weapon. So that's what it's talking about. Not the third eye concept. Weapons held again in both hands. It's held tight to the body at waist level. Weapon moves with the body. Of course, your finger's always off the trigger. And the weapon is punched to the threat if needed. It's in here like this. Instead of being down, it's in here like this. And your body acts like a tank turret. Advantages, there is good weapons control because you got both hands. There is some weapon retention because you got it back into your body more. And you can fire from this position. So, it's not bad. Disadvantages though, both hands again are in use. There is a greater risk of weapons malfunction because if you pull in too tight, you get that first round off, that slide's going to hit you, and it's a good chance it's not going to cycle the next round in. And of course, it's less accurate. I'll show you my favorite. The high tuck. Weapons held in one hand, high in the chest area to the side. It's canted slightly out to avoid malfunction. The other hand is free, weapon moves with the body, and the finger is off the trigger. Weapon's held up tight, but instead of being straight up and down, it's held at a slight angle. That way that slide can go past you. Advantages, you can fire from this position. If this is weapon retention oriented, it's going to leave that one hand free for opening doors, turning on lights, defensive techniques, whatever you need. There are some disadvantages. It is less accurate than two-handed. There is a chance of malfunction if you decide to roll it back into you. And it's not easily learned. Now we've done this one happening. We did this at the range. We've worked this one. And we're really talking here about contact distance, 3 foot, 4 foot, maybe 5 foot out. You can fairly lay some rounds on target. What you do need to do here, though, is start creating distance, and then you can come up and get into a regular shooting stance. We talked about these a little bit when we were out at Terrell High. The button hook, the crisscross, and there is a combination, but we're just going to go look at them. The button hook. If you're on you come to the door, and you're going to your right, first person in, button hooks. In other words, he just hangs with that door and goes around. Crisscross would be you come to the door, it's open right here, and you just go straight across. There's advantages and disadvantages to each one, but no one outweighs the other. Oh, and the combination would be what we were doing out there. Because it can happen. Under stress, everybody's going, okay, I want a button hook. And as soon as you go in that door, guess what's right there? A wall. So you go straight down it. No problem. Okay. This is back to the whole deal of we got an open door. Both officers are on the same side of the door. How are you going to do it? Well, the first officer button hook, the second one crisscrosses. On opposite sides, both will crisscross. I can tell you right now, they could both button hook just as well too. You can't do it at the same time though. Two people will not fit through the door at the same time. Me and Robertson are not going to fit through this door at the same time. That's why you plan it out ahead of time. Like I said, we're not going to look at a lot of this because here's the thing. On closed doors, somebody's got to open them. These doors here swing in. One thing you do want to do, when you open that door, whoever's going in, it's usually going to be that guy that's twisting that knob, you want to take that door, it's called riding it back. I'm not going to do this in full force. But you come in, you're going to ride this door all the way until it stops. I mean, you're going to run it back to right there. And then you're still going to check when you go, while the other guy's coming in. You want to ride that all the way back, because if you don't and you just do this, there could be somebody there. Searching patterns, well, we always start at the bottom, work our way up. We always start at our entry point and work our way to the rear. And whether or not you start with the left or the right is going to be up to you. And there's going to be a lot of other factors. But begin with the first floor, work upwards. Leave a cover officer on the first floor to watch the basement. Okay. You go in, you clear the first floor. You want to go to second, you need somebody left on that first floor if there's a basement to keep it covered. Because that's going to be your last area to search. Okay, I got some techniques, but unfortunately they don't really want to run when my computer's running out. I haven't tried this in a while. Let's give it a try. This is called a quick pick technique. Come on, wake up. Wait, there he goes. See him? There's a problem there though. Yes, it's supposed to go back. That's a quick peek. I mean, it's just to look around the door, out and back. Then you can, okay, what did I see down there? You don't want to expose yourself for too long. Everybody remember slicing the pie? You did it in the academy. Coming to a corner, taking slow, controlled steps around, so you're increasing your angle until you get to the point where you can see, in this case, Joe Backgammon. There's another one. This is a similar technique. It's called chunking, but you're taking larger steps. I don't know why. Why be in a hurry? Do not be in a hurry. Now I'm going to say this right here though. Let's say you get to right here and you catch sight of it. I mean, you come along and you, oh shit, I got somebody down there. If you got to engage him, don't engage him from back up here again. Get down low and engage him from low. Do not, if you quick peek or use slicing the pie or this chunking, and you see a threat and come back, do not go back out at that same level. Okay, limited penetration, and it's kind of hard to tell from where he's standing. What he's done is gone to this opening, and all you're going to see is one eye his weapon, and that's it. He can engage from that position. This is my favorite though, the Israeli lean. Like I said, it usually does, you said it, thank you. No, it looks like Cossack. It does. Usually follows that limited penetration, usually along a wall or side of the building. This is an engagement technique. The Israeli lean is really cool because it provides you with cover and you can engage. All this is exposed. Right here is his eye and his weapon arm. But you can engage from there. And it does. It looks very much like Cossack. Stairwells are terrible. Now, when they're not showing you here, this is considered, I hate that all of this is closed in. No one can see you from this backside. That's the ideal on that. No one can see you from that backside. If this is, as you're going up, the landing above you is open. Let's see if they show it here. This is the technique you use right here. If it's an exposed landing up here, you're going to see this guy right here is aiming back up to that landing. We did this some years ago over at City Hall. If you've never walked upstairs backwards, it's an entirely new experience for you. And I really don't. I mean, if you got to do it, you got to do it. It's just tough. Stairwells going downward. All those were going up. One will cover over the railing, so it's going down. If the stairwell is open, someone can cover downward as you're going down. Like I said, stairwells, attics, basements, fatal funnel, doorways, hallways. Where's my group that got shot in the hallway out at Terrell Middle? Somebody was here in that group, weren't they? I got some. When he nailed the whole group in the hallway. Yeah, hallways are terrible. The more time the officer spends in this fatal funnel here, though, the less chance of going home alive. Here's the thing. If there's a doorway, and you open it, you go in it and you get on in there. Don't stop in the doorway.